What is up, Morgan?
Hi.
I'm so excited, but I'm sad because our 12 weeks are ending. They've
Mm-hmm.
ended, and I'm so excited for you because I know that you are in such a good place. Like, you are gonna rock this on your own. And I just wanted to, I really feel like there's such power in hearing from my clients. And so I just kind of want to get some insight from you. Before working one-on-one with me, what training programs had you been doing and why weren't they working? Why did you decide to do one-on-one or join Girl Hustle
So
in general?
I did the one-on-one with you specifically because I felt like, you had created Girl Hustle, not just for one-on-one coaching, but just to teach the general public of girls who are interested in learning about nutrition. And I really appreciated that coming from somebody you're looking out for everybody's best interest, not just a monetary value for you. Programs I had done, I'd worked with another coach who it was all about monetary value, I think, and she didn't provide me with something long term. She only provided me with something I think that was very short term, and I wasn't learning. And then I didn't even have a program set. I kind of just did whatever I wanted to do strength wise, and I really wanted some type of consistency in my days and in my nutrition, and so that's why I chose working with you.
I love that. So with that being said, once you opted in, how fast did you start to see a change in your mindset and in your body?
My mindset was almost instant just because I had already worked in macros before. I knew macros. I understood macros, but I didn't know my nutrition timing. So that's something you brought into my life, which was very interesting. And I think I could apply it, especially when I was working on my triathlon training. And then my body, it was so quick with like my muscles just being happy with like a gain. And like, I didn't think 3 sets versus 4 sets was going to exhaust me, but it did. And I was actually just really shocked versus what I had always been doing, which is like 4 or 5 sets, but like the high rep and the high, like lower sets just really changed, I think, a lot of my body because I've been doing the same thing for so long.
I love hearing that. You've made incredible progress over the past 12 weeks, and I know it's only going to continue for you because you've been taught, like, you know what you're doing now. And I love hearing that confidence. It just like fires me up. I just love it. So over the past 12 weeks, life is not perfect. A lot of people feel like they're waiting for perfection to join a training program. So what are some of the struggles that you overcame, but you were still able to make progress over the last 12 weeks? What were some of the things that you went through?
I mean, so, I am 25, so social drinking is definitely something that I think could hinder progress, but learning how to actually track macros with alcohol with you was one of the most interesting things I learned, just because like you don't think about it and it really does come into such a play with it. And I think that was one thing that at least, I got to continue my progress, because if I wanted to have one drink a week, just on a casual weeknight, I could fit it in. Like I knew what it was. I knew how to calculate it. And I think that was one thing that, a lot of girls my age struggle with, because it's like, well, let's go out and drink. Let's go out and do this. Let's go have a glass of wine. And I'm like, all right. So I didn't feel like I was like restricted in that sense, but I got to learn like, what was the thing behind it. And then, obviously I had issues with my knee. So that was one thing that I think has hindered me. But I also knew like going, like I could come to you about it and asking you like, what do you think is best? What do you think I should do here? And telling you like along the way, like all the issues I was having. So I think those are the things that, definitely stopped me, but nothing actually stopped me fully. Like there were just things that got in the way, but I've overcome them.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And I I love being able to have that amount of time with you. So when life isn't perfect, you can utilize me, you can utilize the coaching team, you can utilize the Gras Hustle community. So whatever comes your way, we can help you navigate versus, because I feel like so many people come up to roadblocks and they're just like, well, game over. And that doesn't have to be the case because life is going to happen. We were just talking about this. Holidays happen year round. It's about how you navigate them. It's about
Right.
how you navigate them. Like, I swear there's a holiday every other week. And people are like, well, YOLO. And that's just, it doesn't have to be that way. It just doesn't have to be that way. So I absolutely love that. So now that our time together is almost up, how prepared do you feel like you are to continue doing and slaying on your own? How do you feel?
I feel really confident. I feel like I can walk away now knowing like, you know, when should I eat this kind of thing? Like when, like how should I focus or put my, mind to body connection? Like just so many things I feel like I've learned, and like just taking from Gras Hustle, the trainer itself, and going through all of the different like videos you have, all of just the knowledge that's around there that you wouldn't even think about. Just like little tips and tricks that I think have helped me, like, your apple cider vinegar trick. Like it's something I've used. Like I'm like, okay, I really want something sweet. It's even helped me with like my salty treats. It's just something to fill that craving from getting out of my hair. Like it's just those little tips and tricks that like I've never really even considered, but once I started applying them, I'm like, oh wow, look at that.
I love that. So the cool part is that you've been utilizing the Girl Hustle membership, the trainer, this entire time. How would you compare it to other fitness apps? What do you think of it? Do you feel like you're going to continue to use it over the next, forever?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love the trainer just because, your workouts are changing. They're not the same thing every single week. It's something that, you have that macro calculator. You have the macro even timing on there now, I believe. Mm-hmm. You have just like it looks like you're always adding some new content that you just want to share with people. And I think it's extremely beneficial just because, MyFitnessPal, great little, app for health. There's the athlete app that you can buy different programs on, but it doesn't I've used them and the programs aren't like great. You can put in your weight and your reps that you did, but that's all it did. Like it doesn't do anything else. And like, when I worked with my previous coach, it was in a Google Doc, I think, and she just deleted it. Like it was just gone once we were done working together. And I was like, I'm pretty sure like I paid for this kind of content to save, but that's cool. Like, there were just things like, I think this Girl Hustle trainer, it shows you everything to the T. Like even you have a video on how to use the trainer. You know what I mean? Like you have everything you could possibly think of in this trainer. And I swear I went back to that like how-to video like 5 or 6 times. I was like, all right, wait, I think I missed something.
Oh, I love that. I really, really appreciate that because I love what I do. And every time that is like my promise, once people opt into Girl Hustle, anything new, if I add anything, like that information is yours. It is yours. And so I absolutely love that. So if you could give anybody advice, if they were considering joining Girl Hustle or joining Custom Results Coaching, what would you tell them?
I would say don't look at the price. I mean, yes, it's something, some people do have to consider. You have to look at your financial options. But if you calculate how much you potentially spend like eating out a week or potentially spend drinking out like on a weekend, like you can spend that much over a 3-month time span, like easily. Like it's just something, don't be afraid to invest in yourself. I've realized you are the most important thing and you need to you have to invest in your body, in your mind. Like they're 2 in 1. Like I just couldn't even compare it. Like there's just nothing more than don't be afraid to invest in yourself. Like don't be afraid to take a step. You don't have to be perfect. Like we talked about, you can just be you and still live your life and just learn how to manage a healthy lifestyle. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can still go have drinks. You can still eat a taco. Like you can just figure out how to make it work. And it's the best part about it.
Thank you so much, Morgan. You have been such a joy to work with. I have loved so much getting to know you and just seeing your confidence from when we began to now. You're a totally different person.
Thank you.
Not even like, I don't even want to say that negatively, like different person. Like you're just like, I'm just so proud of you. And it's just been such a blessing to get to know you and work with you and help you how I could. So with that said, like you are going to continue to slay. You're not going anywhere because you are in my Girl Hustle community for life. And I'm so excited to continue to watch you hustle. Thank you so much, Morgan.
Thank you.